Hello, vanakkam. Welcome to Saivism once again. This episode we're going to look at the significance of the Supreme Being getting into forms like figures of God. This series is going to be like this. If you, with the aid of YouTube, I have created a playlist here where you can continuing this video, there will be other videos coming up when we're going to be focusing on different forms. Before I go into today's video, I would like to remind some of my viewers a certain point. The first thing is this channel is my channel, and this channel I'm dedicating to only people who are interested in Tamil Bhakti literatures, which we are trying to seek here, as how the history has said, the Tamil people have lived in this planet for such long time. Definitely they would have a spiritual scripture, and we want to know what did they say in that scripture, and that's what we are looking at. And if you think like there is other languages which are much greater than Tamil, probably they are the sound of cosmos, or sound of everything in this planet of Earth, or if you think there is some Deva Bhasha, please feel so, but do not come and tell me like you are unaware of this and that. I'm aware of it, but my focus on this video or this channel is only about Tamil. I'm not going to talk about any other language, even how great the language is going to be, because my mother tongue is Tamil. I'm going to base on Tamil scriptures. And simply saying, when I was born, I called my mom Amma, not really Mata. Or I did not ask for Kathali, I asked for Varepadam for breakfast. Alright, it is as simple as that. So if you think there is some other really great languages, start up your own YouTube channel and tell how amazing the language that you're going to you are devoted to, right? I and this channel, as long as you're going to watch my YouTube videos, definitely it's going to be only about Tamil and Tamil scriptures, which I can specifically say Siddhanta Saivam, where we have 14 Satira books, and we also have 12 Tirumuris, and also most of the times from Adi Chudi, Tirukural, and whatever it's written in Tamil, that's what we're going to see through my channel. Any other epics that you think it's much greater than this is not the place you need to be. Please exit right now, okay? Thank you. So today's video is going to be about the significance of the forms, figures of God in Saivism. So why figures? Okay, let's look back at a little bit on the history. As Tamils, we have migrated to different countries now from our motherland. Tamils are now in Poland, Switzerland, Netherlands, on the North Pole, South Pole, probably America, Malaysia, Japan, Korea, Hong Kong, name it. Everywhere we have Tamils. And when we are there, we have different environment, and we have different surrounding, we have diverse ethnicity, we have multiple religions, and we have a lot of different people around us. And with all these surroundings, for us to learn Tamil has become more hard in certain countries. There's no proper Tamil classes, we are not really exposed to Tamil literature. Thus, we have lack of knowledge on our spiritual literatures and things like that. So that's why today we're going to look at the forms, the basics. Okay, why do we have forms and things like that? This is the current situation. I would want to give you an example. Like few days ago was Sivaratri, and I was in a temple in Bangsar, and there was a small boy who came with his mom, and they were like praying in front of the Lord Vinayagar statue in the Sannidhanam, and they were sitting there and like they were praying. This guy did Topukaranam, and he was following what his mom was doing, and then suddenly this boy asked his mom, Ma, why is this big fat Vinayagar sitting on such a small mice? Doesn't this mice get smashed or something? And then the mom just like looks at him and like, hey, you have to shut up. You know what? If you keep talking like this, player is going to just poke your eyes. Come on, do you think Vinayagar has learned Kung Fu or something? Or he's waiting with his hand like this, just when you say something wrong, he's gonna poke your eyes? No, it's not like that. We have to realize that we did not know the proper meaning of it. This mother had to answer her toddler like that. But that's not a situation to be proud of, we can't be doing in this scientific world. We are rationalizing everything. We can't be telling our kids to just keep quiet. just follow what the ancestors did and all this stuff. We have to find out, we have to figure it out with the aid of internet, Google, and such big, the world has become so small, anything is possible. So this episode is also going to be the same way. It's much possible for us to know what's all about these forms. Okay, without a further ado, let's jump into our video. What's about God? How is God, or like how really God looks? How many God we have? Like why some gods have like the head of elephant, some gods have like sitting on a peacock, some there was once my neighbor asked me how cruel your God is, he's actually dancing on a small baby. So these kind of questions we have to discover some answers. So when I looked back at and my teachers also taught me, when I was in the seeking of finding answer for these questions, I came across a saint Tirumular who says that ondre kulamum oruvane thevanum in his Tirumandram, which means ondre kulamum is all living organisms are same in the equal level. They are all equal. There's no social stratification. Humans are much greater, or even in human population, this caste is much higher, that caste is nothing like that. All human beings, and the best part of Saivism is all living organisms. As long as they are living organisms, they are all one. Ondre kulamum. The next line goes as oruvane thevanum, which means God is also only one. What? What? Did you say that right? Yeah, I said it right. There's only one God. Okay. And then in other words, he says or naamam, uruvam, ondrum, illarku. What? That line typically means that the God, the Supreme Being, does not have a form, and he doesn't even have a name. Are you serious? Yeah, I am serious. Dead serious, I mean. So God like this, in the primitive stage, God, the Supreme Being, the divine force, the divine energy, the omnipotent, was with no form and no name and nothing. But with its own mercy, God had a lot of mercy when he was looking upon the souls. The souls were full of ignorance, ego, and all bad stuff. For us to understand God, the Supreme Being, and our existence, the reason behind our existence in this world, he took some forms, he manifested into some forms. In Tamil we say from uruvam he comes to uruvam, then to uruvam. Uruvam means in the figureless form. Then to the next step he becomes semi-figure, like Sivalingam. That is a stone, but it doesn't really have any features in it, right? That's uruvam, a semi-figure. And then he comes into figures, where there's a lot of figures we see, like Lord Shivan, Lord Ambal, Umayal, and then we have Lord Vinayagar, Murugan, a lot more. The diverse forms of God was in existence. Why that many? Because soul always wants a choice. We even like choice. If I just show you like one shirt, like probably I have a reference like this shirt, and like what, you only have to wear this, probably you're gonna be like, what? No, can I have some choice, right? So that's how God, with a lot of grace, showed us so many forms of God. So like whatever is your favorite, you can choose, that type. So God, that's why he took a lot of forms, and we as soul, we get to like a figure, and we can surrender to that figure and surrender to God in order to understand the existence of world and everything like that. As I'm telling about this, I also say this, God taking these gradual forms have been mentioned in every scripture, like Tamil spiritual scriptures, I mean, in Siddhanta Saivam in various places, in Panida Tirumurai also in various places. It is also called in the term naamam Vedam, which is like he's continuously, rapidly changing forms, as well as 9 different levels of God taking his manifesting into figures or form. Well, among all these figures, Siddhanta Saivam or Saivism limits or accepts 4 primary figures, which are Lord Shiva, which is like Nararaja, Sivalingam, all comes into that. Then Lord Umayal, we know, Lord Vinayagar, and Lord Murugan. These 4 figures are accepted through Saivism. Evidence of acceptance of all these 4 figures I would want to quote. The first one is let's start with Lord Vinayagar. In Jnana Samandar's scripture, he says, Piriyadan uruvame kolamigu kariyadu, which means, elephant face god, which refers to Lord Vinayagar. So secondly we have Murugar, which in Thevanum it mentions as Nankadambanai Petraval Pankinan, which mentions about Murugan. And also in Arunagirinath's life, he was doing his ritual and everything in Tiruvannamalai, which is a Sivan temple. But when God manifested in front of him, like when he appeared in front of him, he appeared in the form of Murugan. So there you can see that Saivism accepts Murugan. And the last two, Lord Umayal and Lord Sivan, is very much clear in every single verse that you see in Siddhanta Saivam or Tirumurai talks about Lord Sivan and Umayal. I'll give you some examples. This song Veyuru Tholi Pangan, which means the shoulder of Umayal, and she is part of Lord Shiva. That goes one. The other song is Unna Mulai Umayaludum Udanagiya Uruvan, which is also a part of Lord Shiva. They are part of each other. So with all this evidence, what we can see is the omnipotent. If someone says like, why do you have so many figures? We don't really have a lot of figures. It's only for our understanding. The Supreme Being, we also believe that the Supreme Being does not have any forms. And lastly, before I exit this video, a lot of people say, oh, Saivism stresses about Sivam, Lord Shiva. Actually, it's not about Lord Shiva. Remember I told you, or naamam, or uruvam, ondrum, illarku, which means like God does not have name. Then what is that Shiva thing is all about? Actually, Lord Shiva and Sivam is different. I would definitely talk about it in future videos. But for current reference, Sivam is like a short form for Prime Minister becomes PM. So C is Sirappu and Va is Vanapu. That is the characteristics of the Supreme Being. Then became, the short form became Sivam. But that's not actually referring to the Lord Shiva. It is the omnipotent and its characteristic. Like we usually tell the PM said so, right? But actually it stands for Prime Minister. It's a post, or it's just a short form, alright? It's not really God's name. So that I really wanted to say before I exit this video. So in the future videos, we will be discussing about what is Vinayagar, what is the significance of Lord Vinayagar and everything like that. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys in the next video, and please share my video, hit some likes for my boost, and please subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. See you guys in the next video. Take care and bye bye. இன்பமே என்னாலும் துன்பமில்லை மேன்மை கொள் செய்வ நீதி விளங்குக உலகமெல்லாம்.